One of the questions that we've been getting a lot lately is how does Ingram's return policy work? So those of you who have worked with us in the past know that we set you up on Amazon and we also set you up with Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark is your distribution resource for all major and independent print on demand publishers. They're the ones that get your book into libraries and bookstores. They're also the ones that can get your book into the big box stores, not only the Barnes and Noble online, but the Barnes and Noble the corner, as well as Target and Walmart and Costco. Now, if you have your book on Amazon, just remember that bookstores will not order books from Amazon because they see them as competition. So if you want bookstores to order your book, you need to make sure you're aligned with Ingram Spark. So Ingram has three options when it comes to how you want your book returns handled. What that means is, let's say a bookstore happens to have a book signing with you and they order some of your books and they have them left over after you've done your book signing. What they will do is they'll put those out on the shelf and maybe 6 months later, they'll check. And if they haven't sold, they'll say, we need to go ahead and return these or return part of them because they're not selling like we thought they would. So they send those books back to Ingram, or they actually have three options. So you, as an author, will determine this when you fill out your account and when you open up your account through Ingram. The first is yes, you'll accept returns on your book, but you want them to destroy it. What that means is when a bookstore is returning your book, they actually don't be upset by this, but they will tear the cover off your book. They will keep the insides of your book and actually give that to employees in the bookstore. I used to work in a retail bookstore, and there were several books that I got to read because they were gifted to me by the owners of the bookstore. But they send back all those covers and they get credit. That's how they get credit. That's called Yes Destroy at Ingram. If you happen to then opt for the Yes Return, what that means is your book will be returned intact with cover and book, and you will be charged for the printing and the shipping. Your book is then either destroyed by Ingram or quite often it gets listed on Amazon as used. And if you've ever bought a book on Amazon, you'll notice sometimes they'll have used copies. That's where some of those come from. Or you can also choose when you're filling out your account on Ingram to mark the no return button. Now, what that means is you do not want your book returned to Ingram. The downside to this option is most bookstores shy away from ordering books that are not eligible for returns because you could have a customer just walking through the store, getting ready to buy your book, accidentally drop it, step on it, rip it up. That book then needs to be returned. And if you have marked no return on your books, through Ingram, that bookstore will not be able to return that book and they'll take that loss themselves. So if you're ready to write that book, share your wisdom, and make a difference, give me a call. I'm Kathy Davis, daviscreativepublishing.com. We help you grow your business by the book.